Greetings and salutations, my fellow entropians. Hold on. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. What's up, lads and ladettes? How we all doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastically well. So, you're probably wondering where the fuck I've been. And that's gonna be a fun little chat, little story. Because it's a whole bunch of different things have gone on, and they've kind of made me go, okay, I need to hold off on making videos for a little bit, just to do a few things, and just to see, something stupid, which I'll talk about. But we are here on Next Island. We're going to be cutting some trees. So if you don't like me cutting trees, and you don't like listening to me talk about shit, then this is your cue to maybe click on a different video. It is what it is. So we have a 100% skill pill for the next 5 hours. So we're going to be doing a lot of tree cutting, because I'm on the same wavelength as Lawspade when it comes to skill levels, when it comes to your looter and all that sort of stuff. I'm on the same sort of path, the same thought, same system train. You know what I mean? The same sort of thing. Now, I wish there was just a thing just for skills, but I don't know if I can. I might be able to make that. I might make that later if I can. I don't know, because it's all just system, isn't it? No, well, doesn't matter. Anyway, what does matter is some cool stuff has happened in Entropia recently. We're getting a new ships, which is pretty cool. There's going to be some stuff cranking on Calypso in the next week. In the next week, doing some hunting and some mining and crafting to get some different. I don't know if they're new ore, but in the lore of the story, some big asteroid is going to smash up above Calypso or some shit. And there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening. Are you actually doing the thing? Yeah, there we go. Keep doing the thing, please. Oop, there we go. So that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be doing that, hunting. Probably going to be live streaming as well. Don't know if I'm going to be live streaming here or on Twitch. I'm yet to figure that out. I'm probably going to live stream on Twitch. And then, I can figure stuff out later on down the line. But I've been busy, I've been busy, so been applying for work, and I actually did get a job. The job didn't stick, okay? And the only reason is me, right? I wasn't cut out for the job. It was a very physically demanding job, and I'm just not that guy. When I say physically demanding, I don't mean lifting shit. I can lift some heavy shit, but my cardio ain't too good. Some of my joints ain't too good. Some of you might know, a year or more ago, I was getting lots of pains everywhere, and I've got fibromyalgia, and I've got some tendon issues. It's a load of shit, yeah. You guys know that my body is just basically a bag full of dicks when it comes to whether or not it wants to act like a decent body or not. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. 9 times out of 10, it's just nah, bro. Nah, you're gonna get hurt today. And there was some other stuff with the job that just didn't keep. And it was mainly some of the occ health and safety stuff that I was kind of concerned about. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Not going to talk about that stuff too much. But there were a few bits and bobbles that I didn't want to. That I didn't really want to deal with. And yeah, so essentially what I was doing was I was waiting until, because I had a couple of potential jobs lined up, yeah. And I was waiting to see which ones I actually got, to then figure out what time will I have for YouTube or live streaming and all that sort of stuff. And then initially it was going to be, okay, I might be able to just do stuff on the weekend, but it wrecked me. It physically wrecked me to the point where I wasn't doing shit. In fact, I actually got a little bit sick just because of how much I pushed my body to try to keep up with the work. I actually got sick. My central nervous system did not like it. I got a really bad sort of cold or flu, and I had the shits. It was horrible. When you tax your body, you really fucking tax your body. Okay, and that's like straight gospel. Okay, when you tax your body, and it's bad. Okay. Some of you guys might overtrain if any of you guys exercise and do training or whatever. Some of you guys, maybe Lawspade might attest, he was in the military. If you train and you overtrain, your body can get absolutely wrecked, especially if you're not prepared for it. But yeah, so I was trying to figure out stuff, and the job itself didn't keep. So now here I am. I'm back, and guess who's back with a brand new rap? So I'm back, and the first video that I wanted to do was basically just this, talking to you guys, seeing how you've been, explaining how I've been, just cutting some trees, and all that jazz, and talk about a few things. Alright, so obviously we got that event coming up that I'm gonna be, I'm gonna do some live streams for, and we've also got Halloween Mayhem just around the corner, which that's going to be fun. I'm definitely going to be streaming Halloween Mayhem, like, a lot. And I'm also going to be keeping my eye out for BC30 modifieds, like the limited version. I'm just going to buy up as many of those as I possibly can, if they're a decent price. Don't go bumping them up by like 300% just because, Scotty C93 has said that he's going to buy them. No, I'm gonna buy them for what they were before, which I think was around about 140 to 150%. Which I'm hopefully gonna buy up a bunch of those. I'm gonna buy up a bunch of limited mayhem weapons, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so that's gonna happen in the mayhem stuff, and I'm hoping to get a decent amount of stuff this time around in Mayhem. I'm actually going to be grinding quite a bit. At least that's the hopes anyway. I'm going to be grinding quite a bit. And yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. I've noticed that there's a lot of new items in the Mayhem vendor. Some of that is like limited, right? But they cost very similar to the unlimited items, which absolutely boggles the mind. For me, anyway, it boggles the mind that it's so expensive. But I guess they don't want to have they don't want people to have access to really, really good shit for a cheap price that they can grind up. But they didn't want to add in even more unlimited weapons because then it would dilute the market and price of certain things would go down. Ooh, some fruit. Hameros. Hey Moros. Hey Moros, what's up, bro? But yeah, in other news, I don't know if I mentioned this in like a previous Entropia vid or whatever, but I bought myself a Soulmate Apollo Twin edition, and I tell you what, like throwing on these 4B amplifiers on this bad boy, I can go to like Rocktropia and actually make profit hunting now. Like, genuinely, that's like no bullshit. I can go to Rocktropia and I can actually make profit hunting the vixens on Rocktropia, which is really cool. Right, I end up coming out on average between 105 and 110%. I end up getting a 5 to 10% profit, which is really, really good. And that's after repairs, and that is after the markup for these 4Bs. After markup, I get between 5 and 10% profit. Which is freaking insane. Which is another reason why I'm going to be eyeing out and getting those limited mayhem weapons that are of higher level, so I can potentially make profit throughout the year leading up to various mayhems, because we do have various mayhems. At least that's the hope anyway. Also, can't forget that I also am buying this off of Lawspade. He gave it to me to use because I'm gonna be buying it, and he knows that I'm good for it. Not that I'm good for it, but that like I will pay him. You know, I'm not gonna like do him a dirty. Lawspade's a buddy of mine. And this right now is sitting at. This is what it's sitting at for the month. But I'll probably give him extra. Probably closer to like 2.5K. Just because. You know, he let me use it, and I'm gonna keep it. It's really good. So I've been using that in conjunction with the Twen Edition Apollo, and it's been really good. Really, really good. That's one of the reasons why I also want to increase my looter skill, so you know I can get even more stuff. If that is indeed how it happens. You know, we at the end of the day have no clue, but I'm going to go off the idea that increasing your level actually does something. Even if it's minute, I still think it's going to do something. Okay? There's a few other things that I want to talk about. There's something in game that I find really annoying. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell what it is, but have you ever turned the music off and just stood there, right? So I'm going to be completely silent, and I'm going to turn the sound up in, like, I'm going to be silent, and I'm going to turn, like, the sound up, yeah? Ah, damn it, there was music. Turn the music off. I don't know if the music's going to be any problem for copyright stuff. I don't care. I don't care. But, listen. There is no ambient sound. There is no ambient noise. Now, I don't know about you, but ambient sound is very important. I like ambient sound, right? Ambient noise is very important. But I've only just noticed. I don't hear any ambient sound in Entropia Universe. Like, nothing. Like, certain places, like, you'll hear sounds. But you hear no, like... you hear no birds. You hear no bugs. You hear no wind. You don't hear shit. Which kind of irks me just a little tiny bit. I'm not gonna lie. I like ambient sound. It kind of like makes a place feel a little bit more alive. But no, for Entropia Universe, I guess there is no ambient sound. I can't hear it, and if there is, it's like lost in the void somewhere. I know some people might not be into ambient sound, but I quite like ambient sound. It is important to, like, the immersion for me. So it's very weird when a game doesn't include the ambience. The ambience. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The ambience is important. Because if there's no ambient sounds, places just seem very dead. You know? And it, like, makes no sense. We're in trees. Like, leaves are moving. All that sort of stuff. You know? We can look up. You can see that, like, you know, things are swaying. Trees are moving a little bit. Where's the breeze sound? Like, there's probably places that have ambient sound in the game, but I just haven't heard any. You know? I'm gonna have to go and, like, see if there's, like, ambient sounds near the ocean. You know? Like, but I've never heard it. Like, waves and all that sort of stuff. I've never heard it. in-game, like, now that I think about it. It's very strange, very strange. But yeah, that's one thing that kind of irks me a little bit. You know, it's it's kind of stressful and annoying that you know, there's so much that goes into the game, and they've tried to upgrade a whole bunch of stuff, but like, where's the ambience? Why no ambient sound, guys? Is it because it's difficult to like load in? Will it be too much of a strain? Like, it's weird, you know? At least I find it weird. But then again, there could be like not a lot of ambient sound in other games either. I don't know. But ambient noise is, I don't know, it feels important to me, you know? Makes a place feel more alive. So what do you guys think? Do you think ambient sound should be like something they should add into the game? Like more ambience, you know? Because I personally think it should be. Yeah, I want to have a look. Mutant looter going up a little bit. That's good because Halloween is mutant. And all the looter skills are going to be going up, which is good. I appreciate that. You know, looter skills going up is always a good thing. And we're also getting perception. And we're also getting some intelligence as well. Like little scraps of intelligence. Little bits of dexterity. You know. It's good stuff. There's some good things in there. A little bit of that alertness. We're getting some good skills just by cutting trees. I think Lawspade spent like a month or so just with like 100% skill pills cutting trees. And he's always, he preaches it as well, you know, cut trees. You know, cut trees, cut trees, cut trees. And I might actually see if I got some like decent use for any of these like bits of wood, you know. See if there's any like cheap stuff that I might be able to make with the wood. I'm gonna have to look. I think there is like some, oh, what would you call it? Some various like furniture stuff that I can make. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to look into it. But anyone wondering, you know, what are my plans for like content and the channel? I think I'm gonna go variety. I'm gonna be mixing stuff up. I'm gonna be playing some 7 Days to Die again on the channel. You know, moving away from the channel kind of made me realize, like, stepping away and like doing other stuff for like a month or like a few weeks to a month, and not really having much. Like not doing a whole hell of a lot. I realized just how insignificant it actually is when it comes to like life sort of stuff. And I saw a few people asking for like, you know, oh, I miss your, I think it was like Valheim. So I miss your Valheim. You know, and yeah, it's yeah, so like it kind of made me realize just how pointless it is to not do other stuff. It really is pointless, because like what, there's going to be like some people that are like, oh, it's not really hitting, is it? It's like, well, it doesn't need to. Or, you know, I prefer like this, or talking about this is cringe, doing this specific game is cringe, blah blah blah. It's like, that's good, bro. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't need to watch it. And it is interesting, like, once you... Why am I moving so funny? Oh, it's because I'm fat. It's because I'm a chunky boy. I'm a big man. It's because I'm a big man with a big plan. Anyway, let's go and have a look at what we've kind of grabbed. So I spent like, what, 25 ped? 25 of that PDs. And probably got back, I don't know, nearly 25, not quite 25. What are the market values for some of this shit? See, this stuff actually has some markup, you know? This stuff actually has some markup. Like the long moonleaf board has some markup. The standard moonleaf board, a little bit. What about the short moonleaf board? Like a little bit. It's got a little bit of markup. Not a lot of markup, but a little bit of markup. Not exactly sure where it sells. I don't know if there's like a place that I can go that'll actually show me where it sells. I do wish that it shows like what planet this stuff sells on. That would be really good. Because like what's the point in having like a global graph if you're not going to have like a global marketplace? You know what I'm saying? It's freaking stupid. But it seems like you know, certain sales, yeah, it's pretty standard. Sale trend, yeah. Last month, it's been keeping. It's popped up recently, so I don't know if it's like certain things have been introduced. I don't know. But yeah. But anyway, guys, I've kind of rambled on a little bit. I've spoken about some stuff. You guys know what I'm going to be getting up to in the future. You know, content is coming. Content is going to do its thing. It's going to, you know, whatever will be, essentially. And I'm pretty much just going to leave it at that. Yeah, I think I've said everything that I want to say. There's nothing really, not much else that I want to talk about. Yeah, no, not really much else that I want to talk about. I'm gonna be on Next Island for a little bit. I will come back to Calypso to do more of the asteroidy mining thingy or whatever. And it looks like there's going to be like space mining in the future, which would be so cool. Like proper space mining. That'd be sick. Like really, really cool. But I'm going to be leaving it there. If you enjoyed the video and all that jazz, awesome. This was just like an it's an updatatory video where I've been, what's going on, am I alive, what's going on. Yeah, just stuff's been happening, and it just is what it is. It is what it is, my guy. And I'm just gonna be plodding along with stuff, you know, making videos, having fun. I'm not gonna take myself too seriously. I'm not gonna take things in general too seriously anymore. I'm just gonna plod along, have fun, enjoy the ride, and all that jazz. And yeah, you'll take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.